Hai korang. Okay, hari ni kita nak tunjuk macam mana kita buat 3D pen. Tak tahulah kalau interesting bagi korang, tapi kita just nak tunjuk lah. So, throughout the duration of this video, korang akan sadar yang kita cakap kita awak ke kita korang. Sebab time dulu kita sekolah, inilah yang kita cakap dengan kawan-kawan kita. Kita awak, kita korang. So anyway, kita sambung je lah. So ingat cakap bahasa English, tapi macam semua video kita dah cakap bahasa English. So this time berbual bahasa oh my god, berbual bahasa Melayu sikit lah. So at this point kita dah tengah buat nak cuba buat dia structure. So ada dua cara nak buat 3D figures. So satu kita buat layer by layer, lagi satu kita just buat structure lah. So at this point kita rasa buat structure lagi laju and lagi make sense to me. So sekarang kita nak cuba buat bola. So kita tengah buat structure of this ball. So kita buat few circles and kita sambungkan together. So sadar yang kita keep cleaning the nozzle of the 3D pen, sebab kalau dia kotor kan, dia susah nak keluar dia punya filament tu. So anyway, sambil kita berbual ni, sambil kita cerita lah. So macam mana kita belajar nak buat ni. Time tu kita pergi kat tempat pakai 3D pen ni, dan ada this one uncle. Memang dia selalu kat situ. Dia tak selalu sangat lah, but anyway dia dekat situ. And he's known to be one of the people who's good at creating 3D pen figures. So kita just duduk kat depan dia, kita cakap, okay Uncle Andrew, nama dia Uncle Andrew. So can you show me how you make? You just do, and I will sit in front of you and watch. So I just duduk kat depan dia. Kita just duduk depan dia and dia buat lah. Dan kita tengokkan. So lepas dah buat tu, kita buat kat depan dia pula. Dan dia tengokkan pula lah. I mean sambil dia buat kerja dia tengokkan kita sekali. Dan tengok kalau dia salah, dia kata macam kalau macam weird ke apa, dia akan bilang lah. Tapi so far memang gitulah cara kita belajar. Kita tengok, lepas tu kita buat. Kita a bit more hands on. So at this point kita dah buat ini structure. So I'm making just the first skin. And then you see that kita keep pushing out dia punya mold tu, so that dia takkan termasuk due to the weight of the filament. Dia tak ringan sangat, tapi it takes time to cool down. So bila dia hot tu, it can easily demold. Okay, so bila kita nak shape it, sometimes I use my fingers, and kadang-kadang kita pakai pin pliers. So bila dia baru-baru kan, dia actually panas juga jadi kita pakai pliers. Tapi kalau macam something small, I just use my fingers. Panas, tapi it's actually bearable. Yang paling panas tu is the nozzle. Nozzle can go up to untuk nak melt the filament, it goes between 180-190 degrees. So ni just tengah drawing circles on the ball untuk nak create the first layer of skin. Actually nama dia bukan skin lah, tapi kita just panggil skin sebab tak tahu apa lagi nak cakap. But yeah, first layer of skin. Okay, so kita continue. By this time dah dapat dia punya bola. And okay, kita tengah build the second part of the structure. Lingkaran kecil. Okay, so lingkaran, I think tu word Indonesian lah. Dulu ada orang ajar kan. So okay, kalau korang nampak kita tengah draw triangles atau trapeziums, and some squares and rectangles. Ni actually tengah nak buat dia punya structure for the badan. So korang nampak ada a pair of trapeziums, squares, rectangles, ovals and circles. So kita just imagine what it's going to look like in my head. Dia punya 3D form. Then after that I try to draw the structure. Kadang-kadang jadi, kadang-kadang tak jadi. So kalau tak jadi, I either remove it daripada dia punya whole tiny statue, atau I just don't put it in. So ni nama tak ingat lah ni tengah buat apa. Let's see. Very very tiny. So okay, kalau dia punya figure dia lagi besar, lagi banyak time lah it will take untuk nak buat. So kita try to make the figure small for now. Jadi kita kind of have an idea of how to make it, and then next time kalau nak jadikan projek besar, baru at least I have proper system that works. Oh, ni tengah buat dia punya leher lah. Konon lah. Dah ada kepala kan. So ingatkan, okay, kalau ada leher then a bit more realistic. So buatlah dia punya leher in a form of cylinder gitu. And buat dia punya badan dia macam trapezium. You piece them together macam skirt kan. Tapi actually tu badan dia, the top. Sebab dulu time sekolah kita orang uniform pakai pantsuit tau. So dia belum lagi jubah time dulu kecil-kecil primary school I think. Pakai pantsuit, so atas dia macam gitulah dia punya shape. Dan bawah dia pakai pants, pakai seluar. So ni tengah nak buat dia punya top ni. Okay, one of the challenges kan is filament dia, the structure yang I buat ni, yang kita buat is just one line, dia punya sides tu. I should have coloured in and draw the skin bila tengah on the template, tapi itulah tak tahu kan tadi kan. So because it's just one line, so when I draw a filament again on that one line, then your hot filament melts the cool filament, and then nanti dia lembik balik. Then nanti dia structure tak whole. Lepas tu nanti korang sadar dia punya structure jadi daripada rectangle jadi some wavy random structure. So anyway, tak apalah, pelan-pelan buat, pelan-pelan okeynya. So okay, oh ni lepas tu okay, dah buat dia punya top, dah buat dia punya bawah kan, dah buat dia punya pants. Sekali bila dah assemble tadi, dia punya pants dia macam tak fit lah bawah dia punya top, sebab macam besar sangat dia punya pants. So kita kecilkan lah dia punya square tu jadi kecil sikit, so it can fit at least kat bawah dia punya top. Okay, then try lagi. Okay, muat. So banyak trial and error lah, sebab tak pernah buat kan benda ni. Try je. Okay, sambil kita buat ni, sambil kita cerita sikit lah, sebab benda ni quite repetitive. Benda yang kita dah buat tadi, habis buat lagi again and again, sebab kita nak buat a few pieces of it to create the whole structure, the whole figure. So korang sadar at some points kita just stop sebab ni lah nak buat benda lain kan, tak boleh nak duduk diam. Okay, so anyway, tadi kita cakap I learn best, I'm a kinesthetic learner. So kita like to do things, play things, to learn about it. And that's why kita really like all this tinkering stuff, creating stuff. Dulu masa kita kecil-kecil kan, nak jadi inventor, nak jadi scientist, tapi tak kesampaian. So macam gini je lah, kecil-kecil je invent benda-benda kecil. Actually belum lagi nak cakap lah tak kesampaian. Mungkin tu sampai cita-cita tu, tapi for now ni lah step by step process. Tinkering dulu. So dulu kalau tak ambil finance agaknya dah jadi engineer, tapi tak jadi. Anyway, so okay, dah siap dah dia punya first layer of skin untuk dia punya top. Dia punya neck dah siap, dia punya kepala dah siap. Okay, so next nak buat apa pula? Alright, nak clean up. Okay, and then sekarang ni tengah nak sambungkan dia punya leher dengan kepala dia pula. So okay, so kita, because the nozzle tu kan panas, so I try to make holes kat dalam dia punya part of kepala dia, where I can just push and shove dia punya neck into it, because tak nak dia punya neck terlalu panjang sangat, because kita dah buat neck dia quite long. Tapi tak nak dia punya neck panjang sangat bila dah buat tu semua. So kita try to masukkan part of the neck into the head. And then bila dah masukkan, tersadar pula macam tak perlulah actually neck ni. Leher tu sepatutnya ada kat dalam orang, tapi dalam figurine dia macam tak perlulah pula. Jadi biarlah, macam ada macam tak ada nanti bila dah habis. Anyway, nanti dia tutup aurat, so ni semua pun tak nampak. So anyway, sekarang ni banyak nak piece together dia punya all parts of the body yang kita dah buat, and see how it goes. So korang sadar kita banyak cakap word anyway. Tak bagus sebenarnya word pakai fillers. Dulu time kita tengah belajar public speaking kan, then kita asyik cakap ni semua fillers. So asyik bila kita ni teacher at that time kata don't use these words. Tengok sekarang masih pakai lagi tau. Don't use these words as fillers. Lebih baik kalau kita stop, think about what we want to say, and then we say. And instead of using fillers, we just use pauses in our speech. They say it's better lah. And I guess it is better at some point. And bila tengah berbual informally, kita usually tak kisah sangat lah. So sekarang ni just tengah draw circle. So time kita tengah belajar buat benda ni, diorang Uncle Andrew dia ajar buat circle lah, sebab dia kata apa yang dia cakap, it adheres better to the figure, I guess. Yeah. So selalu buat in small pieces. And korang sadar bila you start to create things kan, you realise or you start to notice about little details. So macam it happens lah bila korang tengah draw something or creating something, then you have to draw the eyes, then you have to really see mata orang ni actually macam mana dia bukan circle je tau, dia bukan just almond shape, it's actually a very unique shape. And then the eyelashes, how many eyelashes, how to draw the eyelashes. So kita first learn to draw dengan macam mana tau, time kita primary 3 I think, primary 3 or I think younger, I can't remember. So kita kena draw fish, ikan. So kita draw ikan sekali. I think at that time mak kita tengok yang kita dah draw ikan, kita tunjuk mak kita. Then mak kita tengok, kata what are you trying to draw? Don't you know how to draw? Then by that time memang kita dah besar lah, macam I think at that time I should have known how to draw properly, and something that everybody can understand. So memang it was time. So don't you know how to draw? She asked me. Then I diam je lah. Takkan nak cakap tak tahu, macam tak tahu, tapi I don't know. At that time I didn't know what I didn't know. So then she took my paper, then she sat me down and she taught me how to draw fish. So mula-mula kita draw just dia punya fish daripada jauh kan. Kalau macam orang mata blur-blur, nampak fish dia punya figure macam infinity, tapi at one side of the infinity is sharp and one side of the infinity is curved. But mak kita ajar kita, okay, so you draw, what does a fish have? Dia ada this one big ovalish body. So draw the oval body. Lepas tu draw dia punya tail. Lepas tu draw dia punya apa lagi fish ada scales. So kita draw dia punya scales. So draw lah pelan-pelan all the details. Dan lepas tu ada apa? Ada mata dia. Lepas tu ada apa? Ada mulut dia. So draw pelan-pelan. So then I learned how to look at details from there. And yeah, I really appreciate that lesson. So most of the times I remember parts of my life that changed me, and this is one of it. I learned how to look at details, learn how to draw. And this skill, although memang it's just a 5-minute or 10-minute lesson though, tapi it's a lesson that I keep with me for the rest of my life until today. Okay, so at this point kita dah draw dia punya skin, and kita nak draw dia punya baju pula. So baju dia kita nak buat colour green. So kita buat lah colour green. Ambil green filament dan kita draw. So tengah nak draw dia punya baju kan tengah-tengah tu ada butang, tempat letak butang. So I try to draw one straight line for that. Okay, then after that I try to draw more lines just to make it look lebih rata, and more circles. And I try to fill in the gaps at this point sebab I already have the structure. I dah ada dia punya skin. Now it's just the outer layer, and it might be the final layer. So okay, you see, kadang-kadang kita bila dia panas-panas kan, I just want to press it down, jadi dia tak terlalu tak rata. Nak make it more rata, press it down sometimes with my fingers, most of the time I picit dengan, I tekan-tekan dengan pliers tu, because pliers are made of metal and it's colder, and it's more not so painful to the touch. And also the plier is harder and dia ada more straight edges. Dan yang finger kan soft and bouncy. So since the pliers are hard, so kita buat gitu. Okay, at this point kita tengah draw what is this shape called? Circular arc, I guess, half circles, half ovals maybe. Okay, so ni actually tangan dia. So kita buat tangan dia, and then kita stick it to the side of the figure. Then I'm trying not to, at this point kita tengah nak make it look as though this figure has hands, and they just not being, you know, trying to expand their hips or what. Trying to draw their hands, and then at this point tengah draw dia punya pants. So initially nak draw pants, tapi sebab dia punya legs tu dah too close together and I cannot make any separation without making major changes to the figure, so kita just draw a skirt. Siapalah kisah kan at this point, terlalu lama sangat nampak. So I sped this up. This whole video takes I think about 30 minutes, but the actual effort takes more than that for sure. Okay, at this point korang sadar dia punya figure dah pun boleh berdiri. Congratulations. Alright, so sekarang nak continue buat dia punya tangan pula. So tangan dia tu kan, kalau nampak dari sini nak kena buat betul-betul, because takut dia punya tangan tu as big as the body atau as wide as the body, nanti just nampak macam an enlargement of the body. So I have to make the hands slightly narrower than the body so that dia nampak macam hands. So sekarang tengah buat just the first layer of skin, and then you realise that I keep pressing down the sides of the hand using the pliers, and also I'm use the pliers untuk nak mold dia punya hand, so dia tak terlalu close to the body. And bila kita mold macam ni kan, then boleh ternampak lah dia punya hands ada a bit of structure. So kalau korang sadar, kita pakai pliers untuk nak masukkan dalam dia punya holes yang in the hands on the first layer of the skin tu. And because pliers are narrow, and then I can adjust it from the interior. Tapi kalau kita pakai tangan kan, tangan kita can only press from the outside. Jadi berguna jugalah dengan cara tu pliers ni. So at this point dia punya tangan dah ada structure, dah cool down. So kita just nak fill in the gaps so that tak nampak macam terlalu holy. Jadi dia nampak macam tangan betul lah. I mean, it will never look like proper hand. It will look like a tiny doll hand. Just good enough for me. Alright, so korang sadar lah pada ni very repetitive. Kalau dah buat, kena betulkan sikit. Dah buat sikit, betulkan sikit. Gitulah cara dia. Jadi at this point kita tengah nak fill in the gaps for the legs sekali, so that kita hilangkan all the yellow colours, so tak nampak aurat dia. So okay lah, by this time korang sadar dia dah ada dah ada baju, dah ada actually nak buat pants tapi terjadi skirt sebab dia kaki dia terlalu dekat. So tak apalah, daripada jauh kita just imagine yang dia tengah pakai pantsuit. Okay, so sambil tu kita cerita. So dulu time kita sekolah kan, masa awal-awal baru masuk sekolah, kita orang kena pakai jubah. So primary, I think primary berapa entah, primary 1, primary 2 pakai jubah. Lepas tu tukar jadi pantsuit. So kita orang semua kena beli new school uniform pakai pantsuit. Sebab primary school pakai pantsuit, secondary school pakai jubah. So primary school pakai pantsuit all the way sampai primary 6. Then bila dah masuk secondary school, then kita kena tukar jadi jubah. Okay lah. Actually pakai pantsuit pun best juga sebab boleh lari-lari. Pakai jubah pun boleh, tapi ada tersekat sikit. Okay, at this point nak draw dia punya kaki. So ingatkan nak cover lah, tapi agaknya tak jadi. Lepas tu nak buat kasut. Okay, korang tengok macam mana kita buat kasut dia. So first kita nak kena bersihkan ni nozzle tu, sebab kadang-kadang some of the filament just get stuck to kasut, tu dia punya nozzle. Wait, belum lagi nak buat kasut. Apa ni? Oh, buat tudung. Okay, so kita tak tahu macam nak buat tudung dia. So kita just imagine dulu buat tudung. Okay, mungkin kalau orang kan, kalau nak pakai tudung kan just kena place over dia punya kepala macam ni. So just place it over. Buat 2D dulu. Dan lepas tu, okay, nak kena ada depan side, nak kena ada belakang side. So buat another tudung daripada belakang nampak macam mana pula. So then ada 2 sides, I put the two sides together, then I piece them together. Sambungkan. At this point belum ada serkup. And fikirlah macam mana nak kena ada serkup ke tak. Oh, ada satu cerita kelakar ni. Time kita tengah primary 3 I think. Semua kerja primary 3 Agaknya that was banyak memories lah primary 3. So kita primary 2 ke primary 3 lah, I think around that age. So kita orang kat sekolah kan, kena solat zuhur jemaah. That means everybody nak kena ambil wudu at the same time. So time kecil-kecil ni kita orang ambil wudu. So semua orang buka tudung sama-sama. I mean not at the same time, but at that given timing. So ada a group of people ambil wuduk sama-sama. Then ada yang ambil lagi awal sikit, ada yang ambil lagi lambat sikit. So anyway, kita tengah ambil wuduk at that time. Then kita gantung lah tudung at one dekat dia punya hanger dan yang hooks tu. And other students pun gantung tudung kat that hook in the same toilet. Hooks yang ada a few hooks together. So it's the same place. Sudah gantung, ambil wuduk. Then after dah ambil wuduk, pergi balik lah nak cari tudung nak pakai. Sekali tudung dah tak ada. Gimana tak tahu. Lepas tu tunggu lah. Mungkin ada orang salah ambil, lepas tu letak balik kan. Tapi tak ada orang letak balik. So in the end ada satu je tudung left. And that is tudung besar gedabak ni. Tak tahu tudung siapa. And definitely not my tudung. Tapi I have no choice. Kalau I tak pakai tudung tu, kita memang tak boleh keluar. Takkan tak pakai tudung kan. Pakai je lah tudung tu. Besar gedabak. Okay, tudung usually pakai dia punya size macam gini lah. But that time, the tudung yang kita dapat tu, yang orang tersalah ambil and letak balik tudung dia, bukan tudung kita. Tak tahu macam mana orang tu boleh tak sadar yang dia pakai salah tudung. Because the difference in size is very significant. So anyway, bila kita pakai tudung tu kan, okay lah, dia punya tudung tu macam pakai tent. Ya, mak kita kalau cakap, asal kau pakai tudung besar sangat macam pakai tent. But tudung dia besar betul. Macam, okay, kalau kita drawkan tudung yang kita pakai kat this little doll kan, dia punya tudung dia akan sampai kaki kot. Dia punya sampai bawah dia punya top. Okay, a bit exaggerating, but it's really very big. And then even dia punya, because okay, bila tudung dah besar, even tempat muka dia pun dah besar. So bila nak masuk, memang dia punya tudung tu belakang sampai half of kita ni kepala. So nampaklah half of kita ni serkup tu. And then I don't know how I lived with it, because bila benda tu terjadi, mak kita just takkan dia nak beli tudung sekolah there and then kan. So pakai je lah tudung tu for a few days or few weeks, sampai ada orang try to return, but tak ada orang come forward and say that tudung dia tersalah ke apa. So then I remember kita just pakai that tudung for quite some time. Agaknya kalau cari gambar memang ada lah, tapi it's such a horrible time. And bila kita kecil-kecil kan, budak-budak diorang suka make nasty comments. And at that time, yelah, a few things lah, because bila kita start primary school, and that was when I started wearing my spectacles, so orang pun komen pasal tu. Sometimes comments dia just neutral, but sometimes can be really hurtful, and diorang pun tak sadar that the comments are hurtful. But it's okay. After a while you get over it and you get used to this kind of comments. Okay, so tu pakai kacamata, and then lepas tu dapat tudung tersalah ni. Tapi okay lah, a lot of people will have gone through even worst experiences, so kind of glad that I had nothing too traumatic happen to me. So anyway, okay, sekarang ni korang nampak kita tengah trying to draw the shoes. So I didn't know how to draw dia punya kasut, so I'm trying to make just the front part of the shoes, and then the back part, the side part of the shoes, just go over. Then I realised macam tak make sense sangat, so I should have drawn the first layer of skin on the rectangular shape. Tapi bila dah buat macam itu kan, I realised kalau I didn't draw the skin, I should have drawn at least the top atau a few structures to support the rectangle bila kita bend it. And because I didn't do that, the structure was easily failed. So dia asyik crumble je lah, keep melting at the wrong spots. So in the end, try lagi buat benda lain, cuba try cara lain. Okay, then in the end give up kot. Alah, rasanya macam kalau ambil masa nak draw ni, kasut dia mesti tak habis within 10 minutes. Okay lah, give up lah. And tak perlu kasut, sebab time dulu kecil-kecil jubah panjang sampai tak nampak kasut. Okay, sebab time kecil-kecil dulu kan kita grow very quickly tau. So my mom, dia suka belikan oversized baju, so that kita ni baju boleh last for a few years. Normal lah ni amongst most parents. So that's why sampai kita besar kan, usually I never get properly fitting clothes, so always slightly bigger. Sebab bila ada chance nak beli baju baru, kita nak kena make sure that the baju tu can last for a few years. Yelah, save duit sikit. So okay, dah draw dia punya tudung, dah draw dia punya baju. Sekarang nak draw muka dia. So muka dia tak payahlah nak detail sangat, just happy face. Alright, so macam dah siap je ni. Dia terbaring. Bersihkan dia ni nozzle tu. Okay, then realise apa yang kurang tak ada tangan lah. Okay, so ambil tangan dia, nak kena skin colour lah, kan tu bukan aurat. So ambil yellow colour lagi, drawkan tangan dia just kat bawah dia punya sleeve. Alright, draw. So tak payah nak ada structure sangat, I just need the colour at the end of the sleeve, and mold it a bit so they stick to the figure. And then okay, just for your info, Dan yang filament ni is like it's plastic filament. Nama dia PLA, polylactic acid. Oh, alamak, dia tak berapa stable lah. Tapi dah malas dah by this time nak betul-betulkan lagi. So tengoklah daripada belakang ni, kemudian daripada tepi dia, macam mana dia diri tu asyik jatuh-jatuh. Macam kita lah dulu, sangat-sangat clumsy. Sikit-sikit nak langgar, sikit-sikit nak trip. Okay, the end. Thank you for watching.